All right, Jennifer, thank you very much. It is 7:25, time for part 2 of our Chemist Corner segment. We are rejoined by Jesse Miller, teaching lab specialist from the U of I. And you have a Twinkie in here, so I'm assuming that's not going to make it through the segment.
Yeah, probably not. My guess is no, it's not.
All right.
All right, so we were talking about air pressure, and we showed what happens when you reduce the pressure on the inside of something, that, you know, the air will push it around it.
Sure.
But now we're going to show what happens if you reduce the air pressure on the outside of something.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a vacuum pump here, and we're just going to start with a simple one. We're just going to take a balloon. Now, if I blow the balloon up a little bit, the balloon retains its shape because the air pressure on the inside, when I blow some air in it, it expands until the air pressure on the inside is the same as the air pressure on the outside, so it's in equilibrium. Okay, so if I put this balloon in here, in the vacuum pump, and I remove the air pressure on the outside of it, the balloon should expand until the pressure is equalized either way. So we'll start with that. Okay, as you can see, the balloon's growing pretty good.
Quickly.
Yeah, and it'll continue to grow until it either pops or fills the container. All right, so as you can see, it expands enough. I take the pump off and it leaks, so it goes right back where it was supposed to be. So, okay, that's not terribly exciting. It does demonstrate the principle. It's kind of warm, too. Okay. There's a relationship between temperature and pressure, and yeah, it's really warm. Okay, so that one's interesting, but it's not nearly as fun. So
nearly visual stimulating.
That's right. So I have some shaving cream here.
All right.
Okay, the shaving cream is just soap and air bubbles, right? So the air bubbles are at an equilibrium with the outside pressure. So if we reduce the pressure on the outside,
you're going to make a Barbasol man like the Ghostbusters, except for Stay
pretty
Puft.
Pretty much. Sometimes I get marshmallows and I make a marshmallow man.
Sure.
It gets real big like that, too. But we'll see. Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
This will expand quite a bit.
Right. Now, again, just for the kids at home or folks, maybe just tune in. What exactly is happening inside?
Okay, so the pressure on the outside, or in the vacuum chamber, we're removing the air. Okay, and so the pressure and the bubbles on the inside of the shaving cream are expanding, and the soap expands along with it, and it just grows. Now, if I turn the pump off, you can see the bubbles shrink again. Whoa, it makes quite a mess. And we can demonstrate that once again, because that's fun, not nearly as interesting as a Twinkie.
I know Jennifer Ketchmark's probably eyeballing this Twinkie. She doesn't want you to hurt it.
I'm sorry. It's all in the name of science, Jennifer. Sorry. So this Twinkie, now it's full of air. Okay,
Right.
It's just a sponge cake.
Right.
And there's also some cream filling on the inside, which is a lot of whipped up cream.
Okay.
Okay, so they're both going to expand, and we'll see what happens here. Okay. Just do this a little bit slower because there we go.
When some folks eat these, it almost feels like this happens in your stomach after, you have a few of them.
I'm sure it does. Now you can see the cream is expanding much faster than the sponge cake, and it just kind of oozes out. I don't know. I think this stuff's fun. But
Well, it demonstrates the principle. I mean,
It shows you what we sit around and do all day, right?
Right.
Hey, let's put this in the vacuum pump. So,
Okay.
So the same thing. The cream has a lot of air in it, and the bubbles, so to speak, expand out as we remove the air from the inside, or from the outside of it.
It still looks edible. I'm sure Jennifer will have no problem taking that down, because she's a donut eating champion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's beaten the cops 2 or 3 years running. So, all right, Jesse, thank you very much. Great demonstrations. We'll see you next week.
All right.
All righty. If you want to see a replay of this segment, just go to our website, Illinois Home.